Yo, 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 I'm actually on time for this one. Let's go. Pog, I'm doing it, I'm on time. Oh. It feels great to be on time. Why has my stream not got up? Am I live? I don't feel like I'm live. Okay, now I feel like I'm live because I saw the notification that I'm live on my iPad. Hello? Okay, why is... Well, Minecraft is on now, so we are good in that department. Alright. Let me go now. Let me actually go like watch my stream on my iPad because like I need to read chat. Alright, there we go. Alright, now I'm reading chat again. Okay, we're good. Okay. Hello everyone, it's me Manchimod at twitch.tv_youtube.com, and I'm going to chop down this damn fence. We are going to be upgrading our base. Why? Because I decided to. There are inefficiencies with our base that I need to fix. Starting with these damn fences because they're not organized right. We can strip away the secondary outer layer. Well, so technically it's the original outer layer, but I'm just removing it now. I'm gonna tell you right now, if I had creative mode, I would destroy all these fences. They're ugly. I don't like them. Okay. I don't like them because they're oak log. I like spruce fence. Spruce fence is really nice. I've actually been harvesting spruce. So I realized I actually had all the resources I needed at home to do what I wanted. Anyways, about one Minecraft tutorial later, through the UI of not enough items, I have figured out how to do create again, because I oftentimes forget how to do it. I also automated the skeleton farm because I decided I need that automated. As in, I need on-demand bones, and that skeleton spawner really good. Can't wait to get more. I'm also starting the piece of resistance, the dog army. Yeah, we're gonna have one of those running around. Well, more like I'm gonna have a couple of them running around. I just need them for inventory space. Honest to God. If I get 3, I have a whole ass backpack on me without having a backpack. Will they be replaced with backpacks? Probably not, because I like something that can fight with me. Listen, if a target can't be hit and that target is me, I will accept that. Dogs, love them in Minecraft. They are the backbone of every strategy I have, because if the zombies focus on them, I'm really okay. Because I'm not taking the damage. I know that sounds heartless to my Minecraft dogs, but in my defense, they're Minecraft dogs. I've literally thrown them at every mob possible. Withers, Ender Dragon, Listen, I don't have a good history with Minecraft dogs, I'm not gonna lie. Listen, they are loyal until the end. I can say that right now because I've killed so many. I've gotten so many killed throughout the ages of me playing this game. I can actually throw the spruce wood in here. I'm gonna get canceled on Twitter for this, by the way. Talking about getting Minecraft dogs killed. I have to abbreviate this. Minecraft dogs, not real ones. I somewhat like. I can stand real life dogs. Listen, I don't like dogs too much. In real life, they're just not my kind of animal. I'm a very sluggish and lazy person. I will be honest. If there is a sin, no, there is a sin. I'm literally the sin of sloth. I'm very lazy, unless I am motivated. And how I get motivated is literally envy. So I'm sloth and envy. Because I'll look at some. So if you want to know how I get up in the morning and actually go throughout my day, I get very, very, very angry at the success of others, and I go, I want to be I want to be that successful. And so, unlike most people, I'll actually put in the couple hundred hours of work needed. You see, I didn't wake up one day and go, I'm gonna be a content creator. No, I actually spent a good... Let's see, okay, so I watched a total of 4 tutorials. One was 5 hours, one was 2 hours, one was 3 hours, No, there was 8. I spent over 14 hours of research across multiple days. And then before starting to go full time, I accumulated about a stockpile of, I think it was 40 minutes of short videos. So that way I can consistently post. And then I put I think I put around 40 minutes every morning into my my Twitter, my Blue Sky, my Threads. Yeah, I put about 40 minutes in all of those. Not divided, all together. About doing posts, and then I do my post on every website I can. I think in total I'm posting, let me go count my apps. I have 4 apps like Twitter. I have 2 YouTube accounts, essentially 2 YouTube accounts. It's YouTube but rip off where it's free speech or something. I'm not too sure. I have 3 ways of short form content, and that's everything I have. And due to the fact that I'm getting advice, I am now expanding to other platforms as well. Now, you must be questioning, hey, well, aren't you going to get burnt out for doing all this? No. Listen, I've been homeless before, and I do not want to become homeless again. I want to eat. I'm putting everything. Well, not everything. I don't have all my eggs in the basket. I have most of them though. I have a good portion of eggs in the basket. I am trying to either use streaming to refund my business, get myself some pool chemicals so I can start my cleaning business again. The entire reason that failed is because someone just stopped paying, and I was not informed of them stopped paying, so I ended up going about like $200 down. I think no, it's not even 200. I think it's 800. And that was my entire business. Yes, I started a business on $800. Don't judge me. It was actually doing really well until that one person just stopped communications with me. Alright, so the plan... Yeah, my plan is legitimately either get my business back and floating, or by making money through streams, or I literally become I become a YouTuber. And you might go, oh, that's the dream life. No, it's not. I don't like this. Listen, I play games for fun, okay? Now, imagine all that time having fun where you get to go and sit down and play for who knows how many hours long. Now, remove that fun part, remove playing for a long period of time. I can play in increments of about 4 hours a day. But you go, oh, that's a lot of time. Wrong, because the rest of my time... let's see here. So, if I have a 4 hour video, I roughly spend... I have to rewatch the entire video. Then I have to memorize that video, by the way. If I don't memorize it, I gotta rewatch it, which sucks. Then I must go through the video, and I must find every high point, key point, and then I have to find every point that it matters. So for this video, I would be cutting out all my stuff where I would cut out all this, the fluff. Let's say this dirt is fluff, and this is hard video. I would keep the video and remove a lot of the fluff, which is just downtime, where I'm mining or I'm just talking, and I cut that out. So there you have it. I'd say that takes about, usually that's like 2 hours. So I already cut down the video. So I take high points and I take low points, and then I feed them to my friends and family to see if they find it funny. Anything that fails get cuts. Usually I can keep about 45 to 46% of my video. So that cuts it down from 2 hours to 45. That would be an hour and a half. No, sorry, an hour something. Sorry, this creature disturbs me. I would cut it down by an hour. Now, then you would go, oh, isn't that a lot of video? No. Now I have to go through every individual part and ensure they all click together. Their jokes are not long. Their jokes are not too strong on. The jokes does not require any context from the fluff. And if it does require context from the fluff, I must find exactly where I got that footage, and I must go through the fluff. Now, you would think, oh, that's not that much time. No, wrong. People don't like to take this into account, but editing takes forever. So, while I'm having to go through all of the fluff, roughly about 2 hours of footage, again, define individual parts, make everything connect, I then have to ensure the fluff and the joke work together to make an entertaining video. Now you're gonna go, oh, Branchy, you don't post much. Yeah, I'm stockpiling videos. So you're gonna go. Actually, I'm gonna go in this room real quick because I actually get I actually like this room. Wow, hello, Mr. Creeper. So I get to go, and I this is gonna be a complaining session, by the way. So I get to go. I get to go and just say, hey, does this video look good to somebody? Anybody. I usually do it to like a random stranger on Discord. I'll actually usually message someone off YouTube or Twitch or TikTok or Discord. And when they give me their feedback, I have to go, okay, that's good feedback, or I have to go, that's bad feedback. No. You would think the good feedback is what I keep. Well, I do keep. But if I get bad feedback, I go, okay, what's your personal drives of the video? And they bring up good things. If they bring up like things that I found very important to the video, I'll just ignore them. But if they mention something key to the fucking video, I gotta go there. And I gotta make sure that's good. And then I gotta check in with them. And if they say it's bad, well, shit. I have to redo the entire video. Editing takes me almost 2 days of work for just 4 hours of footage. Now, while I'm streaming, I can usually get these key points really, really precise. Because during my streams, I have this thing called a notepad next to me. And anytime anything interesting happens, I flip over my iPad. I push the home button twice to close chat for a second. I go to notes and I write. I write down everything in the stream that I found important. No. You would think. You'd think that'd be really easy. No, try making jokes while fucking typing on an iPad, looking at your screen, and still playing. Do you know how hard that is? Genuinely, try it. Try it for yourself. Learn how hard that is. This is a talent that I learned by having to fucking reconfigure my keybinds. No, you're probably gonna think, oh, well, you're probably just overextending. No. I really wish I was over-exaggerating how bad making content is. Now think about this as well. I don't just make YouTube videos. I make short form, long form, mid form content. Now you get to think about one little thing. How long does it take to post all those videos? Because I'm dumb. I don't know. I don't copy and paste my stuff in a lot of the time. Because on most platforms, it doesn't work like that. I can't copy and paste in a bio from another platform. So now you're gonna wonder, okay, why do you have to manually do it? Because if I don't, the hashtags don't align. Yeah, you know how hard it is doing hashtags? I don't use AI like a lot of content creators, because I despise AI. Because humans are made to make the content, not AI slop generators. So I have to manually go in with every hashtag every time, because I can't copy and paste it because the hashtags just don't work. I have to tell you right now, if I wanted more viewers, I would be putting hashtags in my what's it called? I would be putting hashtags in my tag spot area. But you know how hard it is to do that, especially on multiple platforms. Now, mind you, I'm a single dude doing this. I have a lot of admins on my Discord, and I have admins on my chat. However, they don't help me with any of this because I don't want them to help me on any of this. Because I am a... When it comes down to my business, I am very toxic. Extremely toxic. If they mess up once, I'm going to go from being their friends to having a straight up psychotic episode and stop being their friend. So I don't want to do that to people. So this is a pure skill issue on my end. Because I'm a control freak. Anyways, so yeah, that's why it takes me... This is why I say content creation is a hard job. I don't compare it to a 9 to 5 though. I work a 9 to 5. Streaming is significantly easier than a 9 to 5. YouTube is significantly easier to a 9 to 5. The only time you'll catch me saying that is if I am 8 hours into editing and I am sleep deprived because I didn't have... So, I want you to know, I also have to schedule a lot of my time. For my stream schedule, I schedule about 2 weeks ahead to ensure no one can get my schedule wrong, because if you're not consistent, you're gonna reset all your progress. I have not gone without uploading on any platform before. Usually I'll take giant breaks, but no, now I can't. It doesn't feel like a trap though. It feels like something I did myself. If I stop posting for a day, I will lose all my progress, and I will have to hard reset my entire thing to get back to being a daily post. You see, recently, I went from not posting consistently to posting consistently. I'm getting so many more views. I'm getting so many more likes on every platform. I post daily on X, and I usually get... So usually before on X, I would post every now and then. I get 0 views. Now that I post regularly, I get 1 to 3 views. And I've been posting regularly for about 2 weeks. Now, on Blue Sky, I don't get that much. On Threads, I don't get any attention, because Threads and Blue Sky are 2 different platforms, and they're kind of hard. I haven't figured them out yet. If someone wants to like tell me how to do that, that'd be really nice. But now I have to go and look at other statistics. This career I've chosen is very hard. Not as hard as I thought, but it's still very hard. I have to go about determining whether a trend is worth dragging onto or not. Now you would think, oh, but the amount of trends aren't that bad. Wrong. Look at when people were calling AI clankers. People made it racist. Like genuinely racist against the black community. So you would think, oh, but you would probably be exempt from it because you weren't being racist. Wrong. Everyone in that trend was genuinely... Well, most of the people in that trend were genuinely being racist. However, I never called them most of the things those people said about AI. I'd call them a clanker, I'd call them a battery burner, and I think I called them... I call them water boilers, because, you know, boiling water for AI cooling systems. But no, a lot of people, especially the small streamers and YouTubers and TikTokers, they got a lot of backlash because that trend became very racist. So, you know how hard it is not to jump on a trend that's getting so many views? Very hard. I have to wait a full day to determine if this is a worthy choice, not career, sorry, worthy choice for a trend. I have to do mental gymnastics, and I'm not trained to do mental gymnastics. I never went to college for this shit. Dude, I dropped out of college. I was going to be an English major, and I just dropped out. I'm playing, wow, I'm really just technically, I am literally just playing through Minecraft right now. And you know how I make my money? I don't yet. I have to wait for ads, so I need 1,000 subscribers. Come on, guys. Give me 1,000 subscribers, please. We're so close. Guys, we're so close to 1,000 subscribers. I swear, it's only a few more subscribers, I say, looking at my 133 viewer count. Oh, I actually gained 3 subscribers. That's nice, actually. I love that. I actually love looking at my, I like looking at my numbers and going, oh my god, my numbers are bigger. Because it's amazing, genuinely. I'm very happy to have people who actually follow my content. Recently, I gained this, like, new guy, and he's, like, talking to me in chat. I'm like, oh my god, this guy's amazing. I hope we see him today. And then today, like, earlier today, he actually shows up. I'm so happy. I have someone who's joining my streams consistently because he likes my personality. Now, of course, he did leave because everyone leaves eventually. Although I'm pretty sure. He left while I was eating, and then I ended the stream, so, like, I think that's really fun. And I'm realizing very quickly, if I stream at certain hours a day, if I continue streaming consistently, I usually rack up to 15 viewers if I'm streaming for a very long time. Generally, I'm loving it. I'm loving numbers. Okay, so I play a lot of RTSs, and I play a lot of factory strategy games. I can tell you right now, my brain and dopamine levels increase anytime I see a single digit go up. I don't know how to explain it. Anytime I'm making a video, I don't even care what number goes up. I remember getting like 4 dislikes on a video, and I was like, oh my god, 4 people watched my content and disliked it. My average view rate for that video was I think it was like 40 minutes. And it was a 40-minute long video. I'm like, oh my god, people are watching. I genuinely think I'm addicted to seeing numbers go up. I have a problem. Anytime I'm looking at my streams, I see the like button and I see that number go up. I'm like, oh, I want more. I feel like a crackhead with likes and all those numbers. I'm not gonna lie, I might have a problem, but it's my problem to have. Generally, I'm so happy to have people that will actually like my content, like they physically enjoy it or they'll just watch it. You see, something that I'm having a problem with on YouTube is the fact that something I had major problem on Twitch was, I would have a lot of ghost viewers because I was very ghost encouraging. Because back on Twitch, I would go, I would actively go, okay guys, we got this. Okay, Tracer going mid. I would do a lot of counts, even only casual, but I just wouldn't open my mic for the casual ones. I would do a lot of callouts, which would signal to my viewer what's going on. I was able to describe everything that went on. So right now I would go, I'm currently mining out this dirt for a long-term plan I'm having of clearing out the large stage, so that way I may start lumber production. And once I have lumber production online, I can fully automate it. And then my plan, I would essentially just narrate the entirety of my plan for hours on end. I think this is where I thought I can talk a lot. Run-on sentences are my gang. They are my bread and butter to every conversation. Because I can hold a conversation. I think my longest conversation was 4 hours. In person. No breaks. And it was genuinely so amazing. I love talking if you cannot talk. I have a giant ego. My ego is the size of a planet. If you guys didn't know that. Some people say it's my problem. Some people say it's a problem. I'm like, nah, that's not a problem at all. You're just crazy. You're just insane, bro. I think that's one of the main reasons my dad ended up just really hating me. Because I was a big talker as a kid, and even now I am still a massive talker. Because anytime I'm in silence, I'm usually just thinking. Because a lot of the time, everything I say is usually premeditated. Before a stream, I was actively thinking about what I was going to say the entirety of the stream. I will not lie. It took me, I think it took me 20 minutes to get everything categorized and everything I want to say. I want you to know, every rant I've said has not been off script. It has literally been on the script. Where are these? Okay, there they are. That's one. Where are the rest? Why, you're just not going to give me more? Okay, I see how it is. I'll take these down, take these down. Put you here. I think it's things like that where I go, I can just put you here, organize you. I think it's those sentences that make me where I can just continue my conversation. Because every time I do it, I just instantly go, oh, someone won't know what I'm talking about if you're listening to me. So I'll oftentimes go, okay, I'm going to put this stone away into my stone piling chest, where I have stockpiled a large sum of stone. I know it sounds, what the hell? Where'd you two come from? Get in your cage. I suppose that works. Where's the other one? I know there was 2. Ah, you're going into this area. Oh, there's another one. Interesting. How are these ones getting out? Also, if I have to say anything, long live the fence empire. Dude, fences in Minecraft are so useful, but I see them be so underutilized. Anytime in a hard world, I'm in a normal survival world, and just by pure muscle memory, I started walling in a massive chunk of spawn and started making a base there. Fencing in areas to secure them has been my hobby for a very, very long time. I want to replace these with walls integrating with fences because I feel like that would be really cool. So I need to catch my breath for a second. I talked for a very long time there. I get my brain flowing, not my brain, my blood flowing back to my brain. You know, if I have to be very thankful for one thing, I think I'll be very thankful to my genetics, because when I'm not talking, I usually think so. I had doctors throughout my life checking up on me because I went a little insane. I went very insane. So my thoughts compared to another person's are very chaotic, and they're speculated to be very quick, or at least quicker than a normal person's. That has been a struggle throughout school, if you can't tell. Essentially, I have ADHD, and then I have something on top of that ADHD that just puts me in I'm super fast mode now. Well, not really. It puts me in an overdrive, essentially, where my brain can essentially just overheat itself. A really scary prospect. I actually feel a lot of the time when I'm talking, well, I'm not talking and I'm talking, or if I'm doing the same, I can actually do both at the same time, where I can talk and think, which is really, it's really rare to see a person do that, and it's kind of scary a lot of times because I can feel my head physically getting hotter as I do it. And then I have the problem where I think faster than I can act or talk. So a lot of time, you guys actually don't get to do this because I usually drink a cup of coffee. So you think that would help. I drink a cup of coffee before I start streaming. So I don't go, I like I do right now. I'll get a video of what it sounds like when I'm off coffee. I'm a lot more quicker in my sputtering of words. I'm a lot less calm. And I'm a lot more that kind of stuff. I can speak faster than most people can understand, and it's mostly just because I mutter so much. But with coffee, that issue just goes away. Don't know why. Well, I'm assuming it's due to the fact that ADHD, some people that have ADHD can usually just go really fast with their thinking, and then coffee can just for some reason slow that down. I don't know the science. I've heard stories about people with ADHD suffering from the same issue where coffee just slows them down. I actually get really tired on coffee. I don't know why. I actually started just drinking pure black coffee, which really just put down the effect. Put down the effect. I think I need creamer for my thing to work. But generally, if I had to be thinking about one thing, I think it's my genetics that I'm happy about, because I can generally just process things a little faster than most people. Like, for example, I was told my father had died, and by the time the sentence came out, I was already... By the time the next sentence had come, I had already gone, okay. And I think this horrified my grandparents a little bit, because I stopped showing regulation to the fact that he was dead. I was slightly more... I hate my dad, but like... I could process the death, and I think what really scared my grandparents was the fact that I just didn't react properly, according to them. You see, I had gone into a state where I was like, oh yeah, no, I fully understand what death is. Oh, he's dead. Roll rip. It could be mostly the fact that I just did not like my father. However, I think it was mostly the fact that I just processed it a lot faster than anyone would want to render something like that. And then I remember having the event described to me of how I acted, and I was told I was acting with a unsincere smile on my face. So I'm not sure what it means. It essentially means that I was parading around faking being in mourning, because like I said, by the time they had told me, I had already processed that he was gone, and I just I didn't care to mourn. Regularly, I actually don't mourn for many things. I remember we had like this issue in the family where we dropped like flies, and people that I knew would just die, and I just was like, I just processed it really quickly. I think this has been an issue throughout my entire life, to be honest. I process things I process things far quicker than I am supposed to. And when that comes into interaction with people, they somewhat get creeped out. Well, mostly get creeped out. Because it's like, hey, what the hell? This guy just got told his dad is dead. Why is he not reacting appropriately? Where's the crying? Where's the mourning? Come on, I came here to see you crying. That's how it feels all the time, though. If I don't react to things, people are like, hey, come on, you're supposed to cry, man. Feel something. I actually remember throughout the entire day, my grandpa had me next to him just in case. I was like, I've already processed all of this. And my grandpa, he just didn't care. I think it was just the fact that I was acting abhuman. Sorry, abnormal. No, I think the one downside of just generally processing it a little too fast was the fact I just didn't mourn for my father. So I seemed very rude to everyone in the family. But at the same time, I tried to mourn properly for him, but I just couldn't do it. I processed it too quickly. It was like, okay, yeah, he's dead. Rip, lights off, no more him. And you can call me heartless for that, but he was also a piece of shit human. Sometimes I barely saw him as a human. He was an abuser. Now this isn't abuse where it's like, oh, you're calling spankings abuse. No, he physically beat me the fuck up. Over the small, I think the smallest punishment he once gave me was we were in Costco. We were out of house for around 8 fucking hours. I remember this very, very well because you taught me what a minor beating was. So of course, I was small, didn't understand how to use a public bathroom too well. Well, I understood the basics. I just understood you had to see. I just understood the fact that you had to sit. You had to cover the toilet with paper. Like you had to sit on the paper. Anyways, so my father found out I in fact did not put paper on the toilet, and so the punishment was one black eye. And I think he threatened to break my hand. I'm not too sure about that part, but I remember getting a black eye and going to school. The reason why I got a black eye is because I went to school, and I got to say the most funniest line ever. I got to say a pirate broke into my house and gave me a black eye. And of course, my dad covered it as, oh, a robber came in and it hit him in the face, and then I came in and beat his ass like a real man. I was like, you're not a real man. You beat me up, good sir. But yeah, that was a minor punishment over my father. A black eye to the face. Well, of course, to the face. A black eye. Because I did not use toilet paper on the seat of a public bathroom. Which, not really understandable at all. Very piece of shit move. You could have just told me not to do that. I was honestly not baked well in the department of going out in public. Probably speaks why I'm an introvert. I'm an introverted extrovert. I like talking to people. It's really fun. I just don't like doing it face to face. Unless I know them for years. Which then it's not that good of an excuse. How much copper did I get? Oh yeah, I got 41 out of that. This is why I'm using copper tools. Copper is such a abundant resource, let's be honest. I'm staring at this copper like a wild animal. I'm going grrr. Oh, I didn't realize I could just... Oh, I forgot I can just do that. I can just stare at the chest or furnace and see what's inside. The reason that is because I just keep forgetting what's inside. I think that's a bad downside. So another thing to my abilities currently is the fact that I just forget a lot of the useless information of things. Like if I'm telling a story, I won't recall the parts that are not too important. Usually I'll say something so broad, it'll be like, oh, you can just gather what you need about what happened to the event. Because I go, yeah, I was playing Minecraft, so I needed an iron sword. So I grabbed some sticks, and then I started making the iron sword, and you can just infer that I had iron on me because I checked the furnace or something. Now, that could just be normal, I'm not sure. Boom, 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 boom. And I can go through here. And just keep stuffing these resources in chests. Throw these in here, throw you in here. Take you, put you here, put you here. I could enchant this. I forgot how many uses there were for that. Copper Kratzgirg, I don't know how to say that. Kratzgirg. Osthugenmorgen. Osthugenmorgen wird verwindsand. Ostkungenwürgen. Koskanfin. Hosfervin. Okay. I could use some iron plates. I could use some iron plates, some iron plates, some iron plates. Let's get these pressing, because this machine just takes forever. They say Rome wasn't built in a day. Well, that machine was built in a day. Here. Oh, we actually have 9 rice now growing. A little rice lagoon. Not ragoon. They just have so much copper. Yeah, copper is such an abundant resource. I could keep doing what I'm doing forever. Which is very nice, to be honest. I actually like having an abundant resource or something. You see, a fun fact about me, I will usually stick to stone and iron tools until I can get mending. And you would think, isn't that really bad? Won't that get you killed a lot? Yep. I won't put on a diamond set until I have, until I got mending on it. You can imagine how many worlds I lost from that stuff. I just refuse to use anything too high quality. So having like copper tools is just so amazing. It's one of the features I actually grabbed from the update. Boom 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 boom. Yeah, just keep mining this. Ah, there goes that. I don't know, I'm zooming in there, I just feel like it.
I'm just letting you guys know. I gotta use my alt account to save my account now.